Surprise, mother liquor!
Hey, I'm like, where did you come from?
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's up?
It's your boy Blitz.
I be your boy Bliggity-Blurr.
Welcome to the episode of GCE News. Yo, with today we're bringing you guys the newest update on the game we've been playing, which is Dead Space Remake or Dead Space 2023.
We don't want to toot our own horn, but we do have gameplay out there, so please go ahead and watch it. We have the 7. What?
We got the 7 Gates of Tartarus, which is hard mode, which I'm playing on the PS5, and we also have.
Got to get how to get to Sesame
We got Blur playing it on story mode, which is we call Sesame Street mode, which is easiest mode. It's the mode before easy, which is what he's playing.
Yeah, I like the story.
Yeah, I like the story. So look, we're gonna be coming to you guys from 2 different perspectives. So my perspective is I played all original 3 of the Dead Spaces, including Lost Planet, which is not part of the thing, but you know it's Dead Space-esque. If you haven't played that, go check it out. And this is his first time jumping on the series, so this is his introduction to it. So let's jump into it, man. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's get him.
So what do you think about it so far as somebody that's coming from it a second time? Well, you played that game probably 5 or 6 times.
Second time around. Yo, shout out to Shalimar. So, yo, it's very
Second time around.
Yeah, we moved on already. All right, so I'm pretty sure they didn't do that dance in the video. Did they do that? Howard Hewitt, did he do that dance?
He might have.
He might have did that. I don't know. But look, guys. So playing the original, which was 2007, I believe. Mm-hmm. Was it 2007? No, no way.
Maybe
2017. Was it 2007?
Well, go ahead and talk about it. I'll find out the date.
Had to be 17. Anyway, but look, playing the original game, it was right on the cusp, right on the back of coming off with Resident Evil's success that they've been having with the horror survival genre, which they've been doing great at. Shout out to Capcom. So Visceral Games thought they can do it also, except they did it in space. So it's a slightly different. It's some plot turns, it's some twists, it's some psychological things going on.
2008.
2008. Wow, that game is old.
2008.
We're talking about part 1 specifically.
Before they did the remake.
Yeah. So, but look, the storyline is good. Not to say Resident Evil story is not as good, but this one is like is multi-layered, it's complex, and it's psychological, and it leads on to the next game in the series. You can tell they're not just throwing stuff at you.
And one of the things I would like to say is that if you listen to some of the interview or some of the stuff that's been out there, they said that the creator of Dead Space, or the writer, took basically when Resident Evil 4 came out, that was like their inspiration to do Dead Space. It was going to be kind of another different way, another type of story. But they said when they saw Resident Evil 4, they just got on it and be like, "Hey, we like that." So it has some homages to Resident Evil 4 in there, which I think is dope. But you say you liking it?
Yeah, I'm loving it
So far.
So far, I'm loving it. Now, you also see some gameplay for us if you jump back on the channel. We got a ton of gameplay for the new Dead Space on easy mode and hard mode. And you also see some gameplay for us that we covered Calisto Protocol. Now, Calisto Protocol was hailed as the spiritual successor to the original Dead Space series, which if you play Dead Space the remake, after you play Calisto Protocol, you may think Dead Space is pulling some stuff from Callisto, but actually Calisto Protocol is pulling a lot of its main notes from the original Dead Space series, and they give homage to that. They give thanks, or they mention like a shout out to the original Dead Space studio, not studio, but the Dead Space developers, which was Visceral Games, sorry, before they was taken out by EA. But look, not taken out, bought out by EA,
or taken out,
but
sniped.
But it's
assassinated.
And even in Calisto Protocol, some of the guys, the original workers from Calisto Protocol, from Dead Space, are working on Calisto Protocol. So you see a lot of notes. But just know that originally that stuff came from Dead Space and not the other way
And
around.
before we get into it, listen, the Calisto Protocol, it's not a divisive game, but everybody, I think it was hyped up too much. And that could be because of the studio.
You think so?
I think so, a little bit. But I think people wanted another Dead Space. And even though it is an homage to Dead Space, from me playing Dead Space, I can see after me playing Callisto Protocol first, to come into Dead Space, I could see how a lot of the elements were taking from Dead Space and put it in Callisto Protocol. But the thing is, when you do any type of zombie, necromorph, anything, it all kinds of blends in together. It ain't too much you can do to stand above.
Yeah.
To stand above.
You have to tell a good, definitive story.
So I think that Callisto Protocol, me playing that first, really helped me to kind of get into the mindset of playing Dead Space.
Yeah. Yeah, and so in a way you're saying you should definitely get both games.
Right. Because to me, Callisto Protocol, to me, is a good game. Is it better than Dead Space? No. But could it be better? I think Callisto Protocol is a rough draft that they put out, and I think with a couple of DLCs and them doing the Callisto Protocol 2, they can actually get itself back on target. Because this is my thing, and I'm gonna be this is just me being honest. If they had to come out with a brand new story of Dead Space 4, would it be as good as Dead Space 1? Remember, different writers, different everything. I know that's future, but you got to look at that. When you're looking at something like epic as Dead Space 1, and even some people like Dead Space 2 is better than Dead Space 1, it's hard to outdo yourself when you have two games like that. So
and in support of that fact, because they could have done a Dead Space 4, but they went back and remade Dead Space 4.
Because it's be harder to do Dead Space 4.
It's so solid. It's a solid story, solid characters, a solid premise, and so why would you try to, some game genres go too far where they capture lightning in a bottle twice almost, then that third time is just, you
just throwing mud at the wall and they sticking.
Now that was a problem that argumentatively Mass Effect had. Would you say Mass Effect 1 and 2, boom, punching your face.
And then you got some people that say Mass Effect 2 is the best in the series. Now, Mass Effect 3 was good, but
Andromeda.
But then when you get to Andromeda, you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
But let's get back on target.
Yeah.
So I want to say Callisto Protocol, to me, is a good game. Mm-hmm. To me, it didn't need to have to be as scary as... Because if they would have did everything that they did in Dead Space, you'd have a Dead Space clone. And would I have really wanted a Dead Space clone after playing? No. Callisto Protocol still feels a little different than Dead Space.
Which one is scarier to you?
Dead Space.
Okay.
Callisto Protocol was more gory and you died in horrific ways.
Yeah.
But I could see the thumbprints and the fingerprints and the forensic evidence of Dead Space all over Callisto Protocol.
Okay, well, good.
So let's get back. Let's get into me as a first-time player of Dead Space.
Yes.
It's creepy as all outdoors to me. The soundscape. I thought Callisto Protocol had it down with the eeriness. Mm-hmm. They literally got me with the baby crying. I walked in the room and so I'm looking for. I'm like, I'm actually looking around, and then
in his defense, kids are pretty scary.
And then the mental mind games that the marker is playing with you, because you start hearing whispers.
We're not going to do any spoilers, but that's a well-known fact about there's a lot of cerebral type
psychological thing going on. So you start hearing
mind freaks.
Now, is it scary? It's not like scary, like but the shock, the what is it called?
Shock factor, jump factor.
The jump factor. Man, I was walking through. I'm like, okay, I got this, and I heard a vent. And I'm like, I literally turned around and there's a necromorph sitting in my face like this.
Oh yeah.
I almost literally.
And they got their arms, so when you turn around, they're just like.
So I have to. They look at big fat, ugly praying mantis with the things coming out. So I'm like, I'm just shooting. I shot him, but it's like I shot up.
Yeah, because he jumped.
I'm shooting up, and I'm like, okay. So that gets me, and then what gets me is I'm walking. I'm like, oh, do. Can
you tell me how I can?
A grate falls from the ceiling. I'm like, oh. So I'm looking for a necromorph to fall out. No! This little ugly baby put in my belly, puts his head down and looks at me. And I'm like, what in the world is that? I'm sitting like, oh, it's a little baby with little tentacles coming out. That freaked me out. I'm like, oh my God, now I gotta worry about these little, and they look like roaches because they can crawl everywhere. So I'm sitting up there and I'm missing. I'm sitting up there, I'm missing the whole room. I've wasted all my ammo on that dumb thing because I just got the rifle. So I had to take out the saw and had to wait till he got on the wall. He looked at me like, and then the tentacles came out the back, and then that's when I shot him. Like, I'm like, oh. So those things just like creep me out. It's not scary to the point of like being like scary, but it's like the shock factor.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that happens and you turn like you go in there, okay, you got the switches. What's the switches for? Well, you can either turn off the elevator.
Yeah.
You can turn off the oxygen.
Yeah, put the power cord in the wall.
And
when you switch the power cord,
you can turn off the lights. So, because I didn't upgrade my suit and my oxygen is not that good, I turn off the light. Well, I'm a man who hates tropiness. So I kill 5 of those bastards coming to the light. I turn off the light, and it's like a gang of them. All right, y'all, we're going to surprise them. Once you turn off the lights, we're going to say, happy birthday, killer brother.
Surprise, mother liquor.
And so I'm like, oh. So it's like, so I try to back myself in the corner, so they have to come to me. I back myself up, there's one behind me, I'm backing up to I'm like, where did you come from? Well, this fool came from not the vent. No, this little bastard came out of the floor. So
they're just doing their jobs.
Right.
Don't take it personal.
So now I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I did not like about Calisto Protocol was that the Murphy Law was in effect. Yeah. What can happen? Well, it's the same thing in here. So I understand why they did it overly strict. It's like what can go wrong will go wrong. I understand. That's the game. You're right, but god daggone it, does everything have to go crap bad? Can that one thing be on? Can that one thing be fixable without taking you 1,800 hours to do it? I understand, it's the game. I got you, but I gotta backtrack, and there's some things, I kill the thing, I know I killed that little bastard on the floor. I walk out and come back in, that little bastard's back alive. What? I mean, come on.
Okay, calm down.
I'm just saying.
I know.
So I'm like this. I'm sweating. I'm tensed. I'm like, I'm like going around the corner like, okay. So then the lights are on. I'm happy. When it's lit up, I'm like, do. Soon I see a dark hallway. I'm like, oh. Because I know Steam is going to come down and scare the crap out of me because the music changed. Now, I'm going to tell y'all little bastards, y'all good with that music. That music will get you every time.
You can hear the little fat baby's little feet running the
sound. Listen to me. The sound score is what makes this game scary. Mm-hmm. The music, the timing of the music. Mm-hmm. I thought something was going to happen. It didn't happen. I backed myself up in the corner. I got there. Somebody, I said, I got in the corner like this. I waited. I was like, nothing happened. So I said, you know what? Y'all psychologically.
You talking about that big steam pipe?
Yeah,
big
man.
Steam pipe?
Yeah.
You just know you about to rock on sock and roll.
So for me, right now, I'm loving the game.
I can tell.
I love the way they doing the backtracking because the backtracking is kind of like smart now because you're going to have to go back through that area.
Well, remember, because you can't get into certain areas until you get the captain's clearance.
Right.
And then like I seen a door that said you got to have level 3 security clearance. I'm like, what the heck is this about?
Right. So I do like it.
I think you do.
I think I'm going to finish it. We're going to finish this.
You're pretty passionate about it.
But it's just like, to me, it's just a lot of the. Me and him talked about this. Just me. I would rather see a lot more people alive. I understand it's an outbreak. I understand you're going crazy. I understand, but I think there should have been. Isaac is a very smart man, but he's not the smartest or the sharpest tool in the shed. He's good. There's other people on that ship that could probably be alive. That probably found ways to negate the signal. I just wish I could run to other people. Not people just like the girl. Spoilers. This is spoiler.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil
There's a
it.
girl, you walk in.
The game is still new.
No, it's not this old. I think this is part. I don't know if this is a part 1 or not. Where you in there, she kills somebody, and then she slits her own throat.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna be able to talk to her, like, "Hey, what's going on?" No,
You can still talk to her.
no, she's dead.
She ain't gonna answer you.
Right. So I wish I had more. I don't like when you don't have no human interaction and you only have the 2 people to talk to the time. I wish, and then the way they introduce, again, spoiler, the way they start introducing the girlfriend is freaky because it doesn't happen all at once. It happens in bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So I like the way they did that. So now there's some people who say they like Isaac better when he was silent. I actually like him that he's talking because some of the stuff he says is like, this is what normally a person would say.
Yeah.
Him just being silent.
It seems kind of relevant. Not just...
Yeah. So they're not making him like chatty. He's not chatty, but he does say what's on his mind. And I like that because that gets you more into your character.
Okay.
But as far as the space flight, phenomenal. The weapons are engineering weapons that he has repurposed to be used.
The assault rifle's an assault rifle.
Right.
Yeah.
But everything else is good. So
Plasma cutters
right now, for where I'm at in the story,
you like it?
I like it.
All right, good.
I do like it.
You seem pretty passionate about it. That's how I knew you liked it, because when you call me, man, this daggone thing, this bastard, this kid. So that tells me that
Hold on.
really
No. There's another bastard.
Okay.
I come in the room and I'm like, oh, I see this guy. Now I'm looking at him. He looking at me. I saw him looking at me in the ship.
Okay, just
So I
Oh
put
my
my
God.
gun at him.
oh my God.
And he said, make us one. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill this bastard. So I chase it, he gone. Again, playing with your mind. You start seeing things, which was good because listen to me, he wouldn't have got around that corner because I start shooting. If it was a real gun, it shot through the wall, it'd have killed him. But now you start seeing, as you progress to the game, your mental state. And I like the way they do it. Mm-hmm. It's bit by bit.
So without giving you a spoiler, the marker itself is having a psychological effect on you. Now, if you listen to any of the audio logs that you find, you'll hear them say that 40%. By chapter 2, you find an audio log that's saying 40% of the crew has been showing symptoms where they've been hallucinating and not sleeping and starting to go crazy, because it's the marker that's affecting you. And the closer you get in that ship, the more you move around that ship, the closer you get to it, the more you're going to kind of cause more crank.
But I like the way they did it, though. It's gradual.
It is.
It's gradual, and it makes you think what you're seeing is real.
Well, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's just say some of the stuff you're going to see, it might not actually be there.
Right.
But you won't know until they explain stuff to you further.
So
we won't give you no spoilers because some people just trying to game for the first time.
Right now, I can give this game right now, unless the ending just suck. If the endings suck, I can give it a B-. But right now, I give it an A.
All right.
Right now.
All right, so we're
not even. I'm not even halfway. I don't even think I'm halfway through it.
Yeah, we're close to the halfway point.
Right. So, but I give it a A right now because it's keeping my interest. It makes me want to play it, and it's not too scary enough to where you don't want. See, I don't like a game when it's too scary you can't enjoy it. Mm-hmm. But I like it scary enough where it makes you. The story is good enough. It grips you. It makes you want to play more. When it's just too scary just to be scary, it's like I can't play it.
Yeah, you like this is.
But let me ask you this: you played on 7 layers of Tartarus.
The 7 gates of Tartarus. Yes.
Let me ask you a question: is it different from playing on normal mode? Not even accessory.
Yes.
Why?
So if you see in the first video I dropped in hard mode, you see I put a comment in there in the description says, "This is how Dead Space was meant to be played. It's meant to be in a room with the lights off, and if you got it, a set of headphones in, so you can hear all the ambiance. The ambiance. I
don't play with headphones.
Ambiance. Beyonce. Eggsy bagels.
Beyond.
Anyway, the sound effects.
Ambiance, I think it is.
Yeah, when you get some headphones, get some headphones in there, and play that game. Connect to your PlayStation with all the lights off in the room. That is how that game should be played."
And I couldn't do it.
Let me finish.
But I couldn't do it.
That's how that game should be played.
Couldn't do it.
Now, when you play it on hard mode, like you'll see in his gameplay, which is Sesame Street, you'll see that pow, 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 drops a guy. But see, in hard mode, it's bow, 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 bow. And then there's a second one.
Can I add one thing? No, it's stasis.
Well, that's my thing.
Hold up. Then you take it out, you hit it with stasis again, put the bullet back in. I saw you doing it.
So yeah. If you see my gameplay, you'll see like when I go to upgrade my equipment, I'm getting my suit together so I can enhance my duration for my stasis, because you don't get but so much stasis in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. But why is it that you get a limited pull and throw, but you get limited stasis? Why?
Stasis is affecting the actual matter in that one particular spot, so I guess it would draw more energy to do it. I don't know. It makes the game funner to me. Anyway.
It does.
But now you're going to get a new enemy class in the stage you're about to go in, and I'm
you talking about the big guys?
The big guys,
the Hawking guys.
There are some Hawking guys in there, but I think you're going to get another guy before that. They're not like this. They're different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them yet.
They're not doing the
prayer mantis.
No, they're not doing the crane kick from Karate Kid. They're not like that. They're going to be a little bit different. But look, they're not the babies. So you guys saw the babies. There's going to be another one you're going to come to.
Okay.
Now, so number one, you open. You got the other weapon type, right? You got Did you get a shotgun? Did you get a shotgun yet?
Which one is the shotgun?
The one that's a shotgun.
I haven't seen a shotgun. Did you get a shotgun?
You got the plasma cutter. You got assault rifle. You got another gun, don't you?
I got the
buzzsaw.
I got the buzzsaw.
Okay. You got
no. I can tell you what I got. I got the buzzsaw. I got the flamethrower.
You got the flamethrower already? Okay.
I got the rifle. I got the cutter, sideway cutter, and I got this other thing like a beam. It's like a laser beam,
okay.
A plasma laser beam that catches stuff on fire. I haven't gotten. You got the shotgun already?
I think no. I haven't.
I haven't got the shotgun yet.
I thought it was gonna be a shotgun. Maybe it was the flamethrower. Maybe that's the next weapon. Anyway, because you're slightly ahead of me because you're ahead of me by like a day. Because it takes me longer to beat my boards because I got to do some of this. And now we kind of touched on tropes. Why is this Bama so slow? That's what I want to know.
I don't care how heavy
his suit is not made for agility. He's made for him to spacewalk if he has to fix stuff. But think of Calisto Protocol too. Calisto Protocol, they had actual assault suits, and this Bama was just like.
I think they make you slow because they don't want you running around like running around enemies. They want you to face the encounter.
Yeah, it's kind of like why in Resident Evil you can't just push them off of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, to be honest with you, I'd rather had a sword. Fighting the necromorphs, if you cut off their hands and cut off their feet.
Well, see, that's what Calisto Protocol fits.
Right.
They gave you a melee weapon.
Right. So I think that a melee weapon, a sharp melee weapon, would do a trick for some of those. Not all of them.
Well,
but for some of them.
Well, sharp weapon not necessarily because you cut a limb off. They just like come at you with that limb.
But the problem is,
that taser stick he was hitting them with.
No, if you look at, I think it's called Dead Space Downfall. They had actual like cutters, like plasma cutters, where you could cut off their hands and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would change stuff.
I would love that.
Gears of War guns would really come in handy in the game.
Even though the monsters are harder, is it more scarier because they're hard? Does the game do any different things that it wouldn't normally do because it's so hard? Does it switch it up stuff? Do they come after you different ways?
I think it does. I need to confirm too. If you destroy a vent, does a monster still come out of it if they're supposed to? I can't remember if that's the case or not. Because my first playthrough, I was destroying vents.
I would love to put mines at the front of the vent so when they come out, they could just blow themselves up.
That would be awesome. It's awesome. But you got a secondary fire mode on your rifle that shoots a mine, doesn't it?
I don't know how to make it detonate. Rifle. Every time I do it, it sticks and it falls off. I don't know how to detonate it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's in there. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking it out. We're gonna.
So what do you give it?
Right now, I would give it a B. Also,
I'm giving an A.
I would give it a B
until the ending. Cause see, I haven't played the game, so I don't know how the ending is. So if the ending is messed up, then to me it's like,
It could destroy it for you.
it could destroy it because you build up to the ending.
The ending's not gonna mess you unless they dramatically change some stuff. The ending draws you right into part two.
What would you give? What would you give the original Dead Space if you had to grade it? If
I had to grade the original Dead Space, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10 probably.
Okay.
Probably.
So right now, where does this sitting at? About an 8.9?
Yeah, right now I'm at about an 8-ish because I'm realistically I have to recall some stuff happening, so I can't say for certain that I would give it that. But at the halfway point, I give it like a high 8.
Okay, because we're about halfway there, aren't we?
Oh, we're getting close to half.
Okay.
Not quite.
So look, guys, and the reason why we're doing it like this format because we don't get games like everybody else can. We purchase these games on day one.
Mm-hmm.
And so for us, we can't hurry up and get it done.
Yeah.
With work, kids.
We're trying to get our money's worth so we can give you your money's worth for checking out
So
the
what we're
video.
going to do, any games in the future that we play and we do a review, we've taken a week or maybe a couple of weeks to beat it and really get involved in the game. Because sometimes a game can start off slow but end up being great at the end. And when you rush through stuff, you don't get the nuances.
You'll miss a lot of things. And we can't get your proper review without doing it. So, and we don't have a team of people that play things and report back to us. We have to do it all ourselves.
So,
but anyway,
I'm loving the game as a first time
Dead Spacer.
I
just made that word up.
So I'm liking the game. He's liking the game. So guess what, guys? Go out and right now, almost at the halfway point, get the game. If you need something to do, you need something that's got a good story.
Yeah.
Keep you kind of,
interested. And
hold on, one more trope.
Slight freak.
Why do everybody want you to do it by yourself? Wouldn't it be better for a team of you all to get it done?
It wouldn't be as scary.
Yeah, but I can cover you.
If you went into that game with a team, well, see, a lot of games tried that with the online gameplay for you to cover me and stuff like that. Well, actually, if you play Lost Planet in that series,
well, why don't
you can't get a partner.
Now I'm gonna tell you,
it's like Army of Two meets Dead Space.
What we want y'all to do,
Lost Planet.
If the developers see this, put a co-op with two Isaacs go in there. We can got each other's back.
Lost Planet already does it.
Well, we're not playing Lost Planet.
Lost Planet. Anyway. All right, guys. So make sure you guys jump on over to TikTok and check us out at game_changers_ENT. See some behind the scene footage of GCE, your boy Blitz&Blurr. Do some behind the scene stuff. See how goofy and crazy we are and how we make these videos.
And please do us a favor. Please like, share, and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up because we're trying to get deeper into the YouTube algorithm. But the only way we can do that if people just interact with our content, it'll push it out there further for more people to see.
Yes.
Lately, YouTube has been doing some funky stuff to the algorithm or funky stuff that even people who have been doing this much longer than us are having a hard time getting their reach out. So I'm asking y'all, if we've earned your subscription, please hit that notification, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and you put down in the comments, what do you think of the remake? Do you like the original better or do you like the remake? For me, I've only played the remake, so I don't have no reference to go back to play the original.
I have to remember the original, but...
And if I don't know if this is still going on, but when I bought Dead Space on PC, I got Dead Space 2. So I can go right into Dead Space 2 after I beat Dead Space 1.
Yes, you can. Look, guys, thank you so much for spending time with us. Hey, if this video didn't make you want to subscribe to us, then jump into the channel and check out some of the other videos. We also got some shorts for you, stuff on TikTok. We're just doing our best within our regular time to try to get as much as possible to give you guys something you can love and like. So with that being said, thank you so much for rocking with us.
This is your boy Blur.
This is your boy Blitz.
And we were GCE you what?
Later.
Peace out, and may the Dead Space be with you.
Guys, jump in there, have some fun, and once you play Dead Space, go back and grab Calisto Protocol, or if you get the PC, comes with Dead Space 2, but definitely check it out. This is one of the few remakes that is coming out pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, it's coming out so good that they're even saying it's about up there with Resident Evil 2 remake, and you know everybody loves Resident Evil 2.
Well, see,
remake.
Final Fantasy remake, Final Fantasy 7 was a hit for me. I know you're not a super fan of it because they broke the story up and try to get more money out of you, but look.
Now hold on, but we got Resident Evil 4 coming.
Was good,
we got Resident Evil 4, and they saying it's looking good.
We'll get you guys some gameplay for that too.
So peace out. You have a good day, and may GCE be with you.
See you, bye. Surprise, mother liquor!
I'm like, where did you come from?